The astral body is a subtle body posited by many philosophers, intermediate between the intelligent soul and the mental body. The concept ultimately derives from the philosophy of Plato and is related to the astral plane, which consists of the planetary heavens of astrology. The term was adopted by 19th century theosophists and the Neo-Rosicrucians. This idea is rooted in common worldwide religious accounts of the afterlife, in which the soul's journey or ascent is described in such terms as an ecstatic, mystical, or out-of-body experience, wherein the spiritual traveler leaves the physical body and travels in his or her subtle body, dream body, or astral body into the higher realms. Hence the many kinds of heavens, hells, and purgatorial existences, believed in by followers of many religions. This may also be understood as astral phenomena, as may the various phenomena of the seance room. The phenomenon of apparitional experience is therefore related, as is made explicit in Cicero's dream of Scipio. The astral body is sometimes said to be visible as an aura of swirling colours. In modern times, it is widely linked with out-of-body experiences, or astral projection, where this refers to a supposed movement around the real world, as in Muldoon and Carrington's book, The Project of Astral Body. It conforms to Madame Blavatsky's usage of the term. Elsewhere this latter is termed etheric, while astral denotes an experience of dream symbols, archetypes, memories, spiritual beings, and visionary landscapes. Neoplatonism is a branch of classical philosophy that uses the works of Plato as a guide to understanding religion and the world. In the myth of particularly, Plato rendered an account of the afterlife, which involved a journey through 7 planetary spheres, and then eventual reincarnation. Those would be the 7 gates that Ishtar passed through in her journey to the underworld, at the end of which she reincarnates Tammuz. But who taught Plato? Plato ordered 3 Greek writers to copy from Berossus. Origin is origin. Moving on, he taught that man was composed of a mortal body, immortal reason, and an intermediate spirit. The Neoplatonists agreed to the immortality of the rational soul, but disagreed as to whether man's irrational soul was immortal and celestial, star-like, hence astral, or whether it remained on earth and dissolved after death. The late Neoplatonist Proclus, who is credited the first to speak of subtle planes, which posited 2 subtle bodies, or carriers, or chema, intermediate between the rational soul and the physical body, the astral vehicle, which was the immortal vehicle of the soul, the spiritual pneuma vehicle. They align with the vital breath, which he considered mortal. The word astral means of the stars. Thus the astral plane, consisting of celestial spheres, is held to be an astrological phenomenon. The whole astral portion of our Earth and of the physical planets, together with the purely astral planets of our solar system, make up collectively the astral body of the solar logos. There are 7 types of astral matter, by means of which psychic changes occur periodically. Such ideas greatly influenced medieval religious thought, and are visible in the Renaissance medicine of Paracelsus and Servetus. By the words of Athanasius Kircher, the chaotic forces from the void are now found under the medical guise. in the Romantic era, alongside the discovery of electromagnetism and the nervous system, there came a new interest in the spirit world. Franz Anton Mesmer spoke of the stars, animal magnetism, and magnetic fluids. In 1801, the English occultist Francis Barrett wrote of a herb's excellent astral and magnetic powers. For herbalists had categorized herbs according to their supposed correspondence with the 7 planetary influences. In the mid-19th century, the French occultist Eliphas Levi wrote of the astral light, a factor he considered of key importance to magic, alongside the power of will and the doctrine of correspondences. He considered the astral light the medium of all light, energy, and movement, describing it in terms that recall both mesmer and the luminiferous ether. Levi's idea of the astral was to have much influence in the English-speaking world through the teachings of the Golden Dawn. Straight back to Hermetism. This is most certainly a mask. But it was also taken up by Helena Blavatsky and discussed in key work of the Theosophy, the Secret Doctrine. Levi seems to have been regarded by later Theosophists as the intermediate source from which the term was adopted into their 7-fold schema of planes and bodies, though there was slight confusion as to the term's proper use. Blavatsky frequently used the term astral body in connection with the Indian Linga Sharira, which is one of the 7 principles of human life. She said that there are various astral bodies. For example, she spoke of one as being constituted by the lower manas and volition, kama. According to the Theosophical founder, William Q. Judge, there are many names for the astral body. Here are but a few. Linga Sharira, Sanskrit, which means design body. It is also known as the etheric body, the ethereal double. And the best of all, phantom, wraith, apparition, doppelganger, personal man, peri-spirit, irrational soul, animal soul, elementary, spook, devil, and of course, demon. Some of these only apply to the astral body when devoid of its corpus after death. So possibly, if you astral project, you leave your vessel open. It would be the same if your body was destroyed. The old saying goes, one goes out and one comes in. Molecule for molecule, organ for organ. C.W. Leadbeater and Annie Besant, Theosophical Society of Ajar, equated it with Blavatsky's karma, desire principle, and called it the emotional body. The astral body, desire body, and emotional body became synonymous, and this identification is found in later theosophically inspired thought. Triune, 3 in 1. There we have the 1-3 pattern, specifically in reference to the Trinity. But this is also in reference to the darksome Trinity, of which Mamu, the Babylonian Logos, is head. Is the vehicle of feelings and emotions, through which it is possible to experience all varieties of desire, but at what bloody price? We have a life in the astral body, whilst the physical body is wrapped in slumber. So the astral body provides a simple explanation of the mechanism of many phenomena revealed by modern psychoanalysis. To this extent, the astral body is a reification of the dream world self. What is called the body Kesdiyan later began to name this being part of theirs, of which, by the way, contemporary beings know only by hearsay. the astral body, at first on the planet itself. The second being body, meaning the body Kesjan, together with the third being body. They separate themselves from the fundamental planetary body, and leaving this planetary body on the planet, to that sphere where those cosmic substances, from the localizations of which the body Kesjan of a being arises. At the end of a certain time, does the principal and final sacred Razkuanu occur to this two-natured arising, after which such a higher being part, indeed, becomes an independent individual with its own individual reason. Wow. Do you remember Athanasius Kircher in my video Hieroglyphic Hallucinations? We are seeing a reinvention of the words of Owans, which is also touched upon by Athanasius Kircher in his book to Ferdinand III, where he describes hippocentaurs, beings of a twofold nature, after which the crocodile is mentioned, down whose gullet we find the secret meaning of divinity. So the two become one, they become thrice great. Again back to the writings of Athanasius Kircher and Owens. Enki. The divinity finally reveals itself as the Cynocephalus, the dog-man, the wicked ibis, the sparrow hawk, which is wrapped in its beaky mask. That mask would be thrice great. Hermes, Tahoot, Zu, the Birdman. It's just food for thought, because somebody really does give a shit.
And to remember that in the past, those who foolishly sought power by riding the back of the tiger ended up inside.
Please hit that notification bell to ensure that you are notified of each upload. Share, like, comment and subscribe to support the channel. For more ancient mystery.